Now, 4 schools belonging to the University of Brighton Academies Trust were closed today because of an ongoing dispute over funding. Members of the National Education Union are on strike at Hastings Academy, St Leonard's Academy, Rob Sack Wood Primary and at Burgess Hill Academy. It all centres on claims that the trust, the largest multi-academies trust in Sussex, is withholding money from its schools. The trust says it's listened to the concerns and has shown a commitment to making changes. The NEU, meanwhile, says the knock-on is that staffing levels are too low, class sizes too high and existing staff are overstretched.
We need to have more teaching assistants in place. We need to replace teachers, to have specialist teachers. We need equipment and resources to be upgraded, to be put in place where they are missing. And we need some of the units, some of the special units, the alternative provision and SEND provision to be improved.
Well, Piers Hopkirk's at Burgess Hill Academy, one of the schools that was closed today. We've just heard there, Piers, from the union about what they want, but ultimately this is a dispute about funding.
That's right, Natalie. What the union is claiming is that the trust, which has got 14 schools from across East and West Sussex under its umbrella, it's saying the trust isn't passing on government cash to those individual schools, or at least not enough of it. They say too much is being kept effectively for kind of central functions. You've heard what the unions had to say about the impact on its members, on staff, on class sizes and so on, but they say this also impacts the pupil experience. And in fact, earlier today we spoke to 2 parents who were here on the picket line, parents of 2 pupils with special educational needs, one former pupil, one current pupil, and they explained why they were concerned about the funding situation.
His difference from his transition from primary school coming to this school here were night and day in comparison. I'd gone from being able to be a teacher, full-time teacher myself, I was a deputy head in a different school, to sort of seeing my son become sort of a former shell of themselves, really.
When there's funding cuts like this, kids on the SEN register and vulnerable kids are going to be hit the hardest by this, and that's what I've really noticed with my child. So she's been really struggling at this school, and that's why I'm out here today in support of the strikes.
So, Piers, how long is this strike likely to go on for, and is there any hope that it can be resolved soon?
Well, there is hope. There are talks ongoing at the Conciliation ACAS. Those talks began at 4 o'clock this afternoon. We haven't heard any news of how they've gone, but the union has warned that if they are not constructive, they will carry out more strikes in September, and they've warned that 2 new schools will join them. So that would mean 5 out of 7 joining the strike action. The Trust have responded. They've told us this. They said the Trust remains committed to ongoing negotiations with the NEU to prevent future industrial action and to resolve the dispute.
Piers in Burgess Hill, thank you.